Your mind is being hijacked, and you're letting it happen. Ever feel like your brain is a browser with 100 tabs open? You're trying to work, but your phone buzzes. You try to read a book, but your mind drifts to your email inbox. You're talking to someone, but you're already thinking about what's next. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. In today's world, our attention is the most valuable currency, and every app, notification, and advertisement is trying to steal it from you. We're living in a state of constant overstimulation, leaving us feeling scattered, anxious, and unable to focus on what truly matters. Think about it. When was the last time you were truly present? Not just physically there, but mentally engaged, fully absorbed in a single task or conversation. For many of us, that feeling is becoming increasingly rare. We're told to multitask, to be more productive, to hustle harder. But this constant juggling act is actually making us less effective. We're trading deep, meaningful focus for shallow, fragmented attention. This isn't just a personal failing. It's a systemic problem. Our digital environment is specifically designed to keep us hooked, scrolling, and clicking. The dopamine hits we get from a new like or a fresh notification are addictive, creating a cycle that's hard to break. We feel a constant pressure to be connected, to be available, to be on. But at what cost? We lose our ability to think deeply, to create, to connect with ourselves and with others on a genuine level. Our mental real estate is being occupied, and we've become passive tenants in our own minds. But what if I told you there's a way to reclaim your mind? A way to build a mental fortress that can withstand the constant barrage of distractions? The answer doesn't lie in a new productivity app or a complex life hack. It lies in ancient wisdom, specifically in the practices of Stoicism. The Stoics, philosophers from ancient Greece and Rome, were masters of the inner self. They understood that the key to a good life wasn't controlling the world around them, but controlling their own minds. They developed powerful techniques to cultivate focus, resilience, and inner peace. And these practices are more relevant today than ever before. It's time to stop letting the world dictate your mental state. It's time to become the master of your own attention. Let's start with one of the most powerful and yet simplest Stoic practices: journaling. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Journaling. Isn't that just for teenage girls? Absolutely not. Think of it as a mental workout. Great minds throughout history, from the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius to inventors like Leonardo da Vinci, were dedicated to... Why? Because writing is thinking. When you take the scattered, chaotic thoughts swirling in your head and put them down on paper, something magical happens. You give them structure. You force yourself to clarify what you're actually feeling and thinking. Here's how to start. Every morning, before you check your phone, before you let the world's noise flood your brain, take just 5 to 10 minutes. Grab a notebook and a pen. Don't worry about perfect grammar or beautiful prose. Just write. What's on your mind? What are you worried about? What are you grateful for? What is the most important thing you need to accomplish today? This simple act of externalizing your thoughts clears your mental cache. It's like decluttering your brain. It helps you separate the signal from the noise, identify your priorities, and approach your day with intention instead of reaction. In the evening, take another 5 minutes to reflect. What went? Well, what did you learn? Where could you have done better? This isn't about self-criticism. It's about self-awareness. Journaling is your private conversation with yourself, a space to process the day and prepare for the next. It's your first line of defense in the battle for your attention. Next, let's talk about a concept that our hyper-connected world has almost made extinct: solitude. When was the last time you were truly alone with your thoughts? Without a screen in front of you, we've become so afraid of boredom that we fill every spare moment with podcasts, music, or scrolling. We use distractions to escape from ourselves. But the Stoics understood that true clarity and self-knowledge can only be found in solitude. It's in those quiet moments that you can hear your own inner voice, untainted by the opinions and demands of others. I challenge you to intentionally schedule solitude into your week. This doesn't mean locking yourself in a cabin for a month. Start small. Go for a 20-minute walk without your phone. Just walk, observe your surroundings, and let your mind wander. Sit in a park and just be. Drive in silence, instead of immediately turning on the radio. At first, this will feel incredibly uncomfortable. Your brain, accustomed to constant stimulation, will scream for a distraction. You'll feel a phantom urge to check your phone. This is withdrawal. But if you push through that initial discomfort, you'll find a profound sense of peace on the other side. Solitude is not about being lonely. It's about being with yourself. It's where you untangle complex problems, generate your best ideas, and reconnect with what you truly value. It's a superpower in a world that's terrified of silence. By embracing solitude, you're not running away from the world. You're creating the space to engage with it more meaningfully when you return. The third practice is perhaps the most counterintuitive intentional Our modern lives are built around the pursuit of comfort. We have temperature-controlled homes, food delivered to our doorstep, and entertainment on demand. We've eliminated most forms of physical and mental hardship. But the Stoics believe that a person who has never been tested is a person who doesn't know their own strength. They practiced voluntary hardship to build mental and emotional resilience. They would periodically sleep on the floor, eat simple meals, or take cold baths. Why? To prove to themselves that they could endure discomfort, to vaccinate themselves against the inevitable hardships of life. Now, I'm not saying you need to start sleeping on a bed of nails, but you can introduce small, intentional acts of discomfort into your life. Try taking a cold shower for 30 seconds at the end of your normal shower. It's a shock to the system, yes, but it forces you into the present moment like nothing else. Your mind can't wander when ice-cold water is hitting your back. It trains your nervous system to handle stress. Or try fasting for a short period, if it's safe for you to do so. Experiencing a little hunger reminds you of your own resilience and builds appreciation for the abundance you normally enjoy. You could also deliberately do something you've been procrastinating on, that difficult conversation or that challenging task at work. By facing discomfort voluntarily, in small, controlled doses, you expand your comfort zone. You build what the Stoics called a fortress of the mind. When real life throws an unavoidable challenge your way, you won't crumble. You'll have the training, the mental toughness to face it head-on. You prove to yourself that your well-being doesn't depend on external comforts. So, to recap, we have journaling to clarify your thoughts, solitude to reconnect with yourself, and intentional discomfort to build resilience. These aren't quick fixes. They are practices. Muscles that you need to build over time. They are the training regimen for your mind. Implementing these Stoic principles is about making a fundamental shift. It's a shift from being a passive consumer of information to an active director of your own attention. It's about choosing depth over shallowness, intention over reaction, and self-mastery over external validation. You are taking back control from the algorithms and advertisers that want to keep you in a state of distracted consumption. Imagine what your life could look like. Imagine being able to sit down and do deep, focused work for hours, producing your best creative output. Imagine having conversations where you are fully present, truly listening and connecting with the person in front of you. Imagine feeling a sense of calm and control, even when the world around you is chaotic. This isn't a fantasy. This is the result of reclaiming your attention. Your focus is your most powerful asset. It's the lens through which you experience reality. When you control your focus, you control your life. The world will not stop trying to hijack your mind. The notifications will keep coming. The distractions will become even more sophisticated. The choice is yours. You can continue to let your attention be fractured and sold to the highest bidder, or you can start today to build your mental fortress. Start small. Pick one practice. Journal for 5 minutes tomorrow morning. Take a 10-minute walk without your phone. Try a 30-second cold shower. Just start. The journey to reclaiming your mind begins with a single, intentional act. You have the power to decide what you pay attention to. Don't give that power away so easily. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, hit that subscribe button and share this video with someone who might need to hear it. Let's start a movement of reclaiming our focus. See you in the next video.